Okay, today we're going to be talking about how to take something from standard form and put it into factored form. We've been doing that so far, but the only method that we have used is finding the GCF. So today we're going to be looking at a different method. So some polynomials, their factored form is two binomials. So each factor is a binomial. And we're kind of used to seeing this, and we understand how to solve that. So real quickly, we're going to go through the process of putting it into standard form, just to see where it came from. You could use distributive property by saying x times x would be x squared. And we have x times 4, which gives us 4x. And 2 times x, which gives us 2x. So we have 4x and 2x, which gives us 6x. Then we have 2 times 4, which gives us 8. You could also use a table for that with our x plus 2 and our x plus 4, where we know that our 2x's make x squared. Our 4 times our 2 makes 8. And then we have a 2x and a 4x. Either way, we end up with the same answer. So today we're going to be talking about how do you take something that is in this format and put it into factored form. So I just kind of want to note the structure of this. It's a trinomial. It is a second degree trinomial. And I noticed that there's also no number in the front of this. That's called the leading coefficient. So the leading coefficient of this, I'm going to put LC for leading coefficient, is 1. So I know that its factored form is two binomials. And I know that this x squared comes from the first term times the first term, if you kind of think back to FOIL. So I think, what number would I multiply to get x squared? And I know that that's an x and an x. So I kind of split up that x squared. And the last term comes from multiplying these two numbers. So I think the numbers that multiply together to get 8. So we already know from up here that it's 4 and 2 multiply together to get 8. However, also 1 times 8 equals 8. So a lot of times there's a lot of different sets of factors that we could use to get that last number. So the other stipulation or rule that we have to look at is, do they add together to get the middle term? Because we know that that has to happen. We have to combine those two together to get my 6x, or combine those two together to get 6x. So I think, okay, which of these two add together to get 6? And it would be my 4. It's a positive 4 times a positive 2. So if I wanted to go from this standard form to this factored form, that's the process I would follow. We are going to go through some more examples in just a second.